My name is Joonas Laakso and I'm here to tell you how Audatia works. The basic idea is that you're playing from a guard that you will use in a real sword fighting duel. And from that guard you can play a number of moves to attack or parry your opponent's strikes. And how that works is that first you need to lay down a so-called poster card, which is one of the basic guards. We have 12 of those in the game. And you need to choose your poster depending on whether you're going on the offensive or the defensive. When the gameplay starts, you're going to figure out with your opponent which one is going to be the challenger and which one is going to be challenged. And that's going to determine the initiative for the first round, so you know whether you're going to be going on the offensive or the defensive to begin with. And based on that decision, you're going to take a look at your so-called call-pay cards, which are your basic attacks and parries. And then you're going to need to match that poster that you're going to be choosing to the call-pay cards that you want to play. And those are all realistic, so you can only execute the moves that you can do from that poster. When you're playing your call-pay cards, you need to figure out where your sword is actually going to be in. Depending on your poster, you're going to be using your forehand or your backhand to strike and parry. And your forehand side is called your mandrito side, and your backhand side is called reverso. To understand the gameplay, you need to understand how the cards are laid out on the table. And this is your character card. It represents how you're standing next to your opponent, in front of him. And it has your mandrito side, which is basically your forehand, generally the right side, and your reverso side, which is the backhand or the left side. And there are 5 positions around your character card, which correspond to where your sword is at any given moment. So the mandrito, the reverso, and the frontal side, which we're using for the punta or the thrusts. And to play a strike or a parry, you first need to look at your poster card, which is your guard. And your guard delineates which moves you can execute from that guard. So, for instance, with this card, all of my moves are listed on the mandrito side, so I can only use mandrito strikes. And you can't even use all the mandrito strikes, it depends on the guard which are legal for you. So in this case, I can execute a mandrito fendente or a descending strike, a sottano or an ascending strike, and a punta or a thrust. If I wanted to play an opening of a mandrito fendente, I would need to find one from my hand, I do have one, and then play it where it should go, which is up here. It's up here because that's the position where your blow is going to start from, like on the game table. And your opponent then knows that he can only block the strike from down here, or up here. You can't use the mirror image of this position to block that strike. So let's say that the opponent plays a card down here to parry it. Then we need to figure out where the swords are going to end up, because that's going to determine whether I can next play a reverso or mandrito. So it has to be in line with where my sword is actually ending up in. So if the opponent parries from the same side, both of your blows are going to start from here and go over to here. If the opponent is going to block from the other side, what's going to happen is that both of your blows are going to start from the respective sides, they're going to meet in the middle, and the opponent is going to parry you back to where you came from. So you end up on the same side where you started from, and your opponent is going to meet you on that side. A mandrito fendente.
Mandrito fendente.
I'm going to counter with a mandrito sottano.
Are you? Let's see.
So we meet in the middle, I beat you back.
Okay, yes you are. You have the initiative now.
I have the initiative, I'm going to follow up with a reverse fendente.
Dear me. That's it.
I believe that's it for you.
Right, I shall be using a strike from posta di donna destra, which is mandrito fendente, to strike at you.
So I'm going to come in from the other side, parrying with the mandrito sottano.
Let's see.
We're going to meet in the middle, I'm going to beat you back. But we can see that we are in Socostretto or close play.
Yes, indeed. The symbols are now aligned.
Yes.
I shall be doing a Socostretto remedy. Would you like to do something about the entry side?
Yes. Since I'm stronger, I'm going to choose my side and I'm going to go in the inside.
Which leaves outside for me for the Socostretto remedy. I shall be playing 8th play of the Master of Codalonga on horseback to come at you.
The so-called pommel to the face.
Yes, indeed. The very same.
I'm going to counter with the exact right technique, which is the 9th play of the Master of Codalonga on horseback.
And there we go. Thank you.
You are dead.